Okay, so when hiring photographers, or just in general, when working on our site and some of the things that our properties and the information that we're putting up about our properties, I think it's important to try to keep in mind the standard of quality that we want to have, and we want people to recognize our site as one that produces really high quality property listings. And in order to do that, we want our site to run really smoothly, which requires having good, like fast download times and stuff, which is why I'm asking for all images that we use to be compressed. And we'll go through that in a different video through using Pixlr. But when looking for photographers and trying to use pictures for the site, I think this is kind of the standard that we should set for ourselves. This site is called Landio, and it's at landio.com. And this guy, Tori, does a really good job of explaining what his properties are like. So you can see here, if we hire a photographer, we should show them this website and say, this is kind of the level of quality that we're looking for the pictures of the properties that we're asking for. And you can see the amount of detail he goes into. So this is just explaining his process for purchasing a property. Here's the information about the property itself, just like the high-level details. And then he has a really detailed description. You'll notice that he doesn't just say what it's zoned. In the description he says it's zoned agricultural. He says then that there are several farms and ranches nearby. And then he links to the county's zoning code so that someone can look up what they're able to do on the property. That's pretty slow to load. While that loads. And then he talks about access to water, and then he shows a link to, he found a link to nearby wells and how deep those are, and links to the application permits and stuff for someone to get a well. So he's very thorough, and I think that's the standard we need to have when we put together our property information. And this is a good site to look at to kind of compare, hey, are we doing a very good job of getting information for our properties? And what can we do to do a better job? And you'll see here he has a lot of information. This is the stuff that we typically have as well. A lot of it we get straight from our mailing data now into the website. But yeah, I think we can do a really good job like this. Like, see, he has the GPS points for all the corners, and he uses an interactive map, just like we do with the Google My Map. And here are all the pictures that he uses. So if you look at his, his screenshots are really good. He has the property. He also puts in some text around it to kind of explain what's going on. And these are things you can kind of get from CalTopo with the land ownership and the terrain. So and then his photographers do a good job of getting shots of the properties that he has. So this is kind of the standard we should be at. And here's the county zoning information. So if someone wanted to buy the property, they could look up exactly what they were allowed to do. I know not every county will have something like that, but that's kind of the standard we should shoot for, is to be able to provide that kind of information to potential buyers. And Let's see if he has another one. So here's one in Oklahoma. Let's see if he has, and some of his pictures are just really good. So we should definitely tell photographers to come here and say, you know, this is kind of the standard you should shoot for, is this quality of photo. So they may not have a drone, so they may not be able to get drone shots like this up in the air, but for shots on the ground, you know, try to get the things that make the property unique and interesting. So anyway, this is, I think, just good inspiration for what can be done and what can be accomplished. And you know, this, aside from hiring a photographer to go out there, I think a lot of this can be done from the Philippines or wherever we happen to be. So all we need to do is hire a photographer to get the photos. So this is kind of the level of quality I would like to see for our website and for the information we provide to people interested in our properties. Hopefully that helps. If you have questions or ideas, let me know. You can put it in the bottom of this video in the comments section or message me or whatever. Thanks.